What's up, everyone? So tonight's topic, talking a little bit more about the sober lifestyle, and it's kind of my open letter advice to those that are our future sober friends, those that are already sober, those that are thinking about sober, those that are people that know someone that's sober, and I just think it's really solid advice, and I wanted to share it with you all. So make sure you watch through the whole way, subscribe to my channel. Make sure to go to my new blog, ripstyle.com, and subscribe to that as well. The genesis of that new blog and brand is one ripple, large or small, can really change your life. And as I talk a lot about my journey, giving up alcohol was that ripple that filtered into all this positive success in all avenues of my life. So, what I talk about, I live by it. I practice it daily and I've experienced it, so I'm just here to share all of that with you. The thing about tonight's topic is it is about sobriety, but it's so much more than that. It's so relatable to any other goals people have, and these, three solid pieces of advice are really helpful if you want to achieve, certain goals or have certain areas of success no matter what avenue of life that is, whether it's work, professional, side business, whatever it is. These are really, really good things to kind of live by. So thank you so much for tuning in, and let's get started. What's up, everyone? Thank you so much for checking out my YouTube station. I love talking about lifestyle, mind, body, wellness, and fitness. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for so much more. And make sure to comment on the videos with what you want to see, and I guarantee you I will make it happen. Also, don't be afraid to check out my blog, ripstyle.com, and let me know what you think. Thank you. Okay, so my first piece of advice is you must surround yourself with like-minded individuals, number one. And why that's so important if you're getting sober, if you're achieving X, whatever it is, you have to be around people that think the same, around people that are going to support you. When I first got sober, I had to give up people in my life that weren't aligned with my journey, or they didn't support it. If they don't support your success, and as these people did not support my success and my reason to want to live a sober lifestyle, it just wasn't worth it to me, and you have to say goodbye to some of those people. So, for a sober lifestyle, for example, you can go to groups and AAs and stuff like that. That's another reason I started my blog and my website, ripstyle.com, is to bring it more of a positive energy of really built on self-improvement and self-development rather than focusing on the negative. So you could join that group as well, subscribe to my mailing list and be a part of that group. But there's a lot of like-minded individuals that want the same things you do, and I think it's important to have that type of support system. It's helped me, and it's very crucial in recovery and many other avenues as well. And once again, that can be super relatable to no matter what the goal or the mission is, right? So if it's, getting in better shape or eating better, surround people that want the same thing or that are already doing it, because then you're likely to succeed with them. And if you have a group of friends or a group of people that you do the same thing and work towards the same thing together, it makes it that much more rewarding and that much easier to do. So that is tip number one. Tip number two is your environment. So when I first quit drinking, I had to stop going to the places that I'm accustomed to going to. I couldn't go out to the bars. I couldn't do this, couldn't do that. And now I can if I wanted to, but it just doesn't fit what I want to do. So I don't even think about going anymore. It doesn't bother me. It doesn't faze me. I've reprogrammed my brain, reprogrammed my life. I've been sober almost 4 years. So after a while, it gets easier. It really does. So, going to different places, such as I became an avid gym goer, which I went to the gym when I was drinking, but you know what I mean? It became more of my therapeutic outlet. I love going to coffee shops. I meet up with friends that are goal oriented and do the same things I like to do as well. So you really have to change up your environment. In my blog post I wrote about this, I talked about, going to places that really have a lot of trauma from my past. An example is going to like My parents' house, I wrote about that, and the only reason it was a little bit of a struggle is because it reminds me of the times I would drink in their basement or drink in the morning and drink alone and steal my dad's liquor, stuff like that. And it brings back bad memories and bad trauma. But, after a while, it gets so much easier. And actually, the last time I went to my parents, it was fine. And that was one of the first times I felt really good. And it's nothing they could do about it. It's just the environment that I put myself in, and brings back some of those traumatic memories. So I think it's important to adjust your environment to meet your future, meet your needs. And my home right now is my sober home. I mean, it's awesome. I love it. I have certain spaces to where I'm shooting this video, to where I work, to where I sleep, and it's just making sure your environment is super conducive to your goals is super important. The last one is something I find very rewarding, but it can be challenging for some, is honesty. Is you have to be honest with yourself. You have to be honest with others. Now, I'm not telling you to go tell everyone that you want to quit drinking or you want to do A, B, C. That's not how it works. I didn't share that with anyone until I felt comfortable that I had it. I didn't share it until I felt comfortable that it was going to stick. And it took several months, like 6 months before I even made a public post about it or anything. And being honest, though, is really awesome because it holds you accountable. Holds you accountable with others, but it holds you accountable to yourself. And when I admitted I had a problem, it was the first step in being honest. When I came out of the closet and started living my authentic life and all of that big long journey and being honest and authentic is really when the healing can start. And being honest with things that you're struggling with or things that, really get to you can really reap a huge reward if you just come to terms with it. When I did drink, I always rationalized my behaviors like, oh, everyone does this. Or, oh, I'm in college, I can do it. Or, oh, I'm in my 20s. Or, oh, it's a Saturday and it's nice outside, I can drink. And looking back, I'm like, oh, that was just me making excuses. It was me rationalizing with the behaviors I had, even though these behaviors were so bad. It wasn't like going out and having a drink or two with some friends. It was getting really hammered and binge drinking and the story. So those three things can really make a huge difference in achieving your goals, in achieving sobriety, in achieving better wellness, whatever it is, making more money. I mean, all of it can relate to all of it together. So number one, be around like-minded people. Number two, make sure your environment is conducive to how you want to move forward. And number three is being honest and going out and living that authentic life. So thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Please make sure you subscribe, share the content, comment with what you want to see. I am here to help as many people as possible, and I love interacting with you all. So thank you so much. Once again, also check out my new and improved blog, ripstyl.com. That's RIPSTYL.com. And make it a great day and let me know what you want to see. Thanks, friends.